Hello guys, it's me, Pokin. How's your family today? How are you doing? Not about my video, but instead, my top 10 most wanted death battle matchups. Okay? It's gonna be a very simple list, just like top 10, right? I'll be going over connections for the matchup, why I like it, and who I believe wins. Okay? So yeah, there's also respect for the fact that death battle can potentially end. And death battle is a massive source of my inspiration for versus matchups. Like my series battle match, okay? And today we did Wiz Boomstick as a Death Battle cast. So hopefully they continue. Because I really like Death Battle. And they still haven't done any of my most wanted matchups. So, yeah. So let's get into number 10. Number 10 is Reptile from Mortal Kombat versus Lizardman from Soul Calibur. Okay, reason why I really like this matchup. Let's go into connections first. Connections of both of them are reptilian fighting game characters who have last of their race of people. Very simple, concise, right? I really like this matchup because it vibes really well. Brandon Yates made a fan-made track for it, right? A commission track. So yeah, and I really like that one. It's called Cold Blood. The vocals, really good. So there's that. Reason why I like the matchup specifically is because I really like Reptile as a character. I like the species reptiles, you know. I like acid and a general concept and fighting using acid. And I really like Reptile as a character. I don't have much personal attachment to Lizard Man, as why this is why it's so low. But I still like the general design and character. So yeah, I really like Reptile, and that's why I really like this matchup. And it's definitely his best matchup by far. Okay, I did use Reptile in a battle match video, but that was against a character I know a lot more about. But this is definitely Reptile's best matchup by a lot. So who wins? Well, from what I've gained, I think Lizardman wins because of Soul Calibur scaling being higher than most of what Reptile can scale to, but I'm not sure if Lizardman could actually scale to that. I do know, Reptile should have a speed advantage, and his acid could potentially give him a massive advantage. Also, his slowing down time ability. So there's that, but I'm pretty sure Lizardman is just too strong for Reptile to capitalize on his abilities and speed. So yeah, the winner would probably be Lizardman. I'm rooting for Reptile by a lot. I really like this matchup. So yeah, hopefully if Debo does this, they have Reptile win, but he's probably not gonna win, okay? Reptile versus Reptor from Killer Instinct is another popular matchup for him, but I honestly don't like it because they're not reptiles. One of them is a lizard, reptile, and Reptor is a dinosaur. So yeah. So into number 9. Number 9 is Chase Davenport from Lab Rats versus Billy Cranston from Power Rangers. Warning, this will not be the only Power Ranger matchup here. I am allowing repeats, but only for 2 series though. So, yeah. Only 2 series repeat in this list, but yeah, let's get into Reconnect. Both of them are 2 blue, smart members of respective teenage teams who help fight evil. And the tech guys of the respective teams. Pretty simple, but I really like it as I grew up watching Power Rangers and Lab Rats. And both are probably two of my favorite characters. I really like the smart characters in series. It's always the smart character or the goofy character. Like the silly goofball character. It's always one of those two that I like the most, and these are no exception. Okay? Blue's also my second favorite color, so both being blue makes me like it a lot. So, yeah. Who do I believe win? Well, I'm pretty sure Billy should stop, okay? I know Lab Rats have some, feats that can get to, dwarf, star level and million times faster than light, but Power Rangers has a billion times faster than light feat, and just within, the shows, not including the comics at all, they're Heckle, who has destroyed several galaxies. and Billy and Heckle should probably scale, as both have fought with and against each other in some scenarios. And Billy's just overall shown to be a more powerful Ranger. Okay, that's not even including the comics. So, yeah. Billy should probably win. I know Chase's Override app could potentially shut down the morphing Billy's connection to the morphing grid, which would definitely give Chase a massive advantage. But Billy's just way too fast for Chase to capitalize on that. So, yeah, I really like it. I like to see like Chase grow as a character, as he went from just overconfident to more caring about his friends and family. So yeah, so the winner would probably be Billy Cranston. Let's get into my 8th most wanted Death Battle matchup. Number 8 is Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Muto, Power Rangers versus Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon. Sorry, Pokemon Power Rangers. P.O. Just a mistake I made. Sorry. So let's get. I don't have a script. Sorry. I like to do these like instant thing, unless I make a mistake in the beginning. But yeah, Ash versus Yugi, Pokemon versus Yu-Gi-Oh. The connections are basically just two game master, like both of them are like the teenage protagonists of shows in like the 90s, like children's shows in the 90s with a like games. More like sports within the series. You go through several tournaments, series of friends, and then they eventually pass down the torch of being the main character to other protagonists. So yeah, I like this match because of its rivalry, and I find like the fight potential and interaction to be funny and interesting. Especially like I want to see like an interaction where Yu-Gi-Oh is monologuing and then Ash just punches him in the face. That would be funny as hell. Okay. So yeah, I really like Ash, and I'm interested in Yu-Gi-Oh by a decent amount. I haven't watched most of it yet. I've seen several clips of it and I have a general idea of like what happens in the show and where they should scale in a fight. Right, but yeah. Who do I believe wins? Well, in a fist fight, Ash wins easily. He is way too durable and way too strong for Yugi to do honestly anything. Well, using the monsters, Yu-Gi-Oh wins. Yugi wins. Here goes the name of the show. Sorry. Yugi wins. Why? Hacks. He has like the mind crush thing, which he could just like destroy Ash's mind, and he has several soul manipulating abilities. Also, his higher tier monsters can get to like multiversal level stuff and way faster than Ash's Pokemon can do. So yeah, I like Ash more because I grew up with him. But Yugi's just plethora of hacked and stronger monsters will just give him a massive edge. So the winner is Yugi Muto. So, that's number 7 is Skeletor from He-Man vs. Lord Zed from Power Rangers. Another Power Ranger matchup. So yeah, both of them are just like evil, being like masters of evil, who are mainly shown to be silly goofballs who don't know what they're doing, but can be really serious and scary in some scenarios, especially in the comics. So yeah, there's 2 ways I would like this matchup to go. Either just go straight cartoon or composite the hell out of both of them. Okay. Cartoon for Skeletor. Original Power Rangers was that, sorry. But, yeah. Because I want to see, like, either the silly goofball sides of them interact, or just the plain serious menaces of them. So, I really like this matchup because it vibes really well. As both of them are just evil beings that can be goofy and really scary at the same, different times. Not at the same time. But, yeah. Skeletor is a really cool character. I've known him for a while, as my dad really liked He-Man, and I watched He-Man with him. Same with Thundercats, different series though. But Power Rangers, I grew up watching Power Rangers, so I have an attachment to Zed. want him to win, but Skeletor probably wins because, several hacks like turning Zed to stone or rewinding time. Those two completely screw Zed over because you can have his stats, use the original shows, stats are literally equal. Both have billion times faster than light speed feats, and both can get a planetary. So, yeah, and then with the comics, both can get to, like, infinite stats, and both have, like, defeated Superman before. So, yeah. Stats are basically tied, since they both have done so many similar things within the shows and comics. And just, Skeletor has a lot more deadly abilities than Zed. So, yeah. Skeletor would win. Winner would be Skeletor. Number 6. Subtile from Pokemon versus Green Ranger Mike from Power Rangers. Another Power Rangers matchup. Another Pokemon matchup. So, yeah, connections, both of them are two Green Blade-based characters who control and manipulate nature and have items that give them more powerful forms. So, yeah, I might have created this map. I don't know who created this. I think I originated it. Not 100% sure though, but I have discovered this matchup on my Battle Match series, so I'll discuss. So if you want to go to see who wins, you can just go to that video more in depth. But summarize who wins, Mike. But now to why I like the matchup, and then I'll go back into who wins. I really like the matchup because I really like Mike. He's my second favorite fictional character of all time, and he's my favorite Power Ranger character. So yeah. In Subtile, I grew up with like the Hoenn anime, and also Alpha Sapphire was my second Pokemon game, and Subtile was my starter there. So yeah, also Pokken was a game I played a lot, and Subtile was the Pokemon I used most of it because it's green, and the Reptile using nature, like 3 of my favorite things, right? So yeah, and I won against Shadow Mewtwo of that Pokemon, so Subtile, and yeah, you got really attached to Subtile, and yeah, so let's go into why Mike wins now. I'm way faster. You can scale to billion times faster than light speed feats, and Subtile at best like light speed. Maybe you could scale into a quasar if you went across like like out of orbit stuff like that. But even so, at best, that's like a couple times faster than light. Not billion. No, nowhere close to billions times faster than light. So, yeah. Also with like strength, both have several planetary feats within the series, and Mike can scale even higher than that. Well, Subtile can't really scale higher than this planetary beyond the Weather Trio, the Hoenn game. So yeah, Mike is just overall way too fast and way stronger. Also, he's way more skilled and can predict his opponent's movements, so that gives him a massive advantage. So yeah, let's get into number 5. Number 5 is Lloyd Garmadon versus Tommy Oliver. Another Power Ranger matchup. This is the final one, I promise, okay? Final one. Connections both of them are two green colored characters who were originally evil, but later joined the good guys and became the protagonist after the original red protagonist. Both are commonly shown using swords and shown using like dragons to fight. This is the main reason I like, because like seeing like Lloyd's energy dragon fight Tommy's dragon sword would be really fun to see. Of them like martial artists in some way. And I grew up watching Ninjago and Power Rangers, so definitely has a attachment to me. So yeah. I really like this matchup because green's one of my favorite colors. As you can tell, green walls, green shirt, green, mostly green hair. Some of it's blue for some reason, and my roots are black. But yeah, really like the color green. I like both of these two. So the dragon's also really cool. So is martial arts. So yeah, just generally vibes with me. As I mentioned, just like the giant dragon fight would be really cool to see. So who wins? Well, best of you buy Universal and Multiversal Ninjago. Tommy stomps. As nothing else in the genre can get anywhere close to planetary, and even use the multiversal stuff for Lloyd. Comics give Tommy a lot of multiversal feats, and in the comics he even has immeasurable speed feats. So yeah, also he can resist being, erased from existence, which Lloyd cannot. Lloyd does not have any counters and cannot counter it in any way. So, yeah. Winner would be Tommy by a decent margin. He's also way more skilled and experienced. So yeah, let's get into number 4. Mysterio from Marvel vs. Scarecrow from DC. I really like Scarecrow. My connections, both of them are illusion-based Marvel vs. DC villains who are also like the antagonist of an animal-based character who lost their parents. Both of them had a sorry for stuttering. Both of them had a rough life, and then the final thing that pushed them into villainy was getting fired from their job, which is a connection I really like. It's a very specific connection I really like. So yeah, I really like this match because I really like Scarecrow, and Mysterio is really cool as well. Okay, but a massive bias towards Scarecrow, because he is my favorite DC character. So, yeah, he even has a costume for him. It was him for Halloween in 2022, 2021. Not this year, it was Alucard. Not last year, it was Alucard from Helsing last year. So, yeah. Really like Scarecrow, and Mysterio is really cool too. Like illusionary fight, and I feel like this could be really trippy. Who wins? This is a debatable matchup. If Death Battle does it, Death Battle is probably the same Mysterio wins as they had Spider-Man characters winning against Batman characters more often, and it's more likely they would do that again. I believe Scarecrow wins because I believe first fear toxin's corrosive, and he causes heart attacks, which instantly gives him a massive advantage as it can go through the suit and cause Mysterio to just die of a heart attack. 2, Scarecrow has a fear detector in his suit that allows him to bypass illusions. 3, Scale Beast is way too strong and fast for Mysterio to do anything. So, yeah. Pretty much counters most of what Mysterio can do. There are some scenarios where Mysterio can win, especially if you believe that he gets to the higher stuff that Spider-Man can get to. Like Spider-Man can get to, like, continent. Well, Batman doesn't really have that stuff. Could use, like, held scaling, but at that point, just, like, why not composite both of them? Yeah, but all out, like, a universal scale fight, which honestly, I don't want that to happen with these two characters. So I feel like more grounded and focusing on the illusionary and mental tricks would be way cool. Also, massive advantage Scarecrow has. He cannot feel emotions, which is depressing as hell, but it gives him a massive advantage in a battle of minds, because if you're not fazed by what your opponent mentally does to you, well, your opponent's depressed as hell, as Mysterio does have depression. That definitely gives you a massive advantage in a mind fight when you're trying to use real war scenarios against each other. So, yeah. I believe Scarecrow wins, but definitely probably going to say Mysterio wins, as there's probably some ability he has that can counter Scarecrow in the comics. So, yeah. Number 3. Chomper from Plants vs. Zombies versus Piranha Plant from Mario. So, connections. Various Flytrap video game characters who have many different elemental abilities. Very simple, and I like it because it's that simple. Also, the reason why I like this matchup because like 2018, I watched a lot of Piranha Plant reaction compilations from getting into Smash Bros, and I also play a lot of Garden Warfare with one of my friends. So, yeah. I really like this matchup because of my nostalgia to both characters and how fun it could be. Also, like, just a fight of them just biting each other using their many elemental forms would be really cool to see, as we haven't had many, like, element versus element fights. We're just focusing on the many different abilities. It's not just using, like, core elements, right? They have several different and unique ones, which could be really cool to see how they match up well. But who wins, it depends on what you buy the scaling. if you buy like standard scaling, we should realistically get to Chomp gets to country, and Piranha Plant gets to like city. So Chompa would win, but you could skill Piranha Plant to Mario, who has several multiversal feats. And well, if you do that for Chompa, you can only get to Universal via Plasma Peas. Personally, I don't believe that Piranha Plant should get that high, especially since he's not like nearly that strong compared to Mario. I believe he should get like a lot lower. Well, Chompa does do a lot of damage, and could definitely scale to the higher stuff. So, yeah, personally I believe Chompa should win, but there are definitely scenarios where Piranha Plant can take the victory. Number 2, Dan Kuso from Bakugan versus Jingagane from Beyblade. It's basically just Atra's Yugi, but more towards me because I really like Beyblade. First Beyblade matchup here. It's number 2. Haven't watched Bakugan at least much of it. I've watched like 4 episodes of it so far. I enjoyed it. It's an interesting series. So yeah, both of them are like 20s, like 2010 anime protagonists. It's to use powerful mystical toys who have the power of God. Yes, and based on mythical creatures. So yeah, I really like this matchup as I really like Beyblade and Jenga. So yeah, don't have much connected to Dan, but from what I've seen, he is pretty cool. So yeah, massive, like what's carrying this number 2 is my massive bias towards Beyblade, okay? So yeah, who wins? Well, depends on who's faster. Dan, the Dragon, is way stronger than Pegasus. Okay, as he gets to multiversal, Pegasus can only get to universal. But Pegasus has soul hacks and can directly destroy Drago's soul, which could bypass any regeneration that Drago has, as he can only regenerate if he has a soul. At least from what I've researched, he doesn't have any soul resistant stuff. So it depends on who's faster. And Drago, whose fastest speed feat is tearing apart the universe, or almost tearing it in half. Well, it depends on whether or not you buy measurable Beyblade stuff, as Ryuga had El Drago like go through Twisted Tempo's spiral dimension, and it went through and escaped it by moving extremely fast, which is a way to interpret it. You could get to measurable, but you could also interpret it as just traveling through the dimension, which even so, that could be faster than what Drago has done, as it's only attack speed, while El Drago's stuff is movement speed. But yeah, it could be measurable or just slightly faster. Who knows? But yeah, I believe that Jenga should be faster, as I believe in measurable Beyblade stuff. So yeah, even if it doesn't get to measurable, it's still decently faster than what Drago has done. So yeah. And Drago almost tore apart the universe and didn't actually do it. Well, Drago actually crossed the entire spiral dimension. So, yeah. But I believe Jenga would win, but Dan can win if you believe Drago's faster than Pegasus. So, yeah. Number 1. My most wanted Death Battle matchup is Monokuma vs. Koro Sensei. I got plushies of these two recently. Yeah, I've done this as a battle match, but yeah, I really like this matchup. I watched Assassination Classroom in December and rewatched it with my dad in March. Got really attached to it and loved Danganronpa in 2022. So yeah, got plushie of these two because I really like the matchup. Okay, it's my most wanted now. It went from like last year in September from 10 to 7 in December to 4 in March, and now number 1 in April. So yeah, I really like the matchup. Seeing I made a battle match video for it. Connections are both of them are two constantly smiling teachers who have animal-like appearances but are actually humans. Both of them teach classes, have killing classes. Kuro Sensei has a student try to kill him. Monokuma has a student trying to kill each other. And both hate when the students do what the other class does. Saying is like Kuro Sensei hates it when his students try to kill each other or try to harm each other, while Monokuma hates it when his students try to do it, kill him. So that's a nice contrast. Both of them also like Monokuma doesn't teach anything and just encourages the students to kill, while Kuro Sensei actually teaches his students how to kill but encourages them not to kill. So that's also another contrast. This matchup is completely based off how different these two are in personalities and the classes. Another one is that Monokuma's class is full of elite top of the top students, while Kuro Sensei is the bottom of the bottom of the high school. So yeah. I really like this matchup. I love Monokuma, I love Kuro Sensei. Kuro Sensei is my top 10 favorite characters. Monokuma is like my 4th or 5th favorite character of Danganronpa. So, yeah, I really like Danganronpa. I really like Assassination Classroom. So, yeah. I want Kuro Sensei to win because I don't want to see him die again like he did in the second to last episode of Assassination Classroom. And if you give him Kuro Sensei Quest stuff, the spin-off series, he should win, as he does have FTL and mountain level feats he can scale to, as he dodged several lasers and Kurosama sliced a mountain in half with little difficulty. And Kuro Sensei should definitely upscale from Kurosama. But realistically, if you don't include that, Monokuma wins by a lot. Okay? Let me explain. The all heard intro Assassination Classroom is Kuro Sensei blew the moon. He didn't. That was a rat self-destructing. And he's able to destroy, and Kuro Sensei can only destroy the planet when he self-destructs, which is only on a specific date and only has a 1% chance of happening on that date. So yeah, really unlikely for Kuro Sensei to use his self-destruction as a win, and his absolute defense form doesn't allow him to move, and at best can take 2.2 megatons of TNT. Impressive. Monokuma's just the raw power of a Big Bang Monokuma, one of the strongest Monokumas, just the raw power of its head blasting off split several clouds. And since it survived that attack without a scratch, and just like Jack was able to scratch it decently well, and Monokuma, the one in Hope's Peak Academy, which is said to be stronger than the one in the primary Monokuma units in UDG, Ultra Despair Ghouls, is stronger than Genocide. It was able to match Sakura Nagami, who is stronger than Genocide Jack, which should put him at 2.3 megatons of TNT. So yeah, that's stronger than Kuro Sensei's absolute defense form. And Kuro Sensei's actual strength is like 100 kilotons of TNT, which is less than what Monokuma can do. Like 20 times less, in fact. So, yeah, so Monokuma's way faster. Kuro Sensei does have one FTL feat in Assassination Classroom, but it only happened because he sensed the laser beam coming, like, Assassination Classroom, he dodged a laser, so to move at light speed. But if you actually do the calcs and how he sensed the satellite laser coming and only barely dodged it, the speed actually gets only like Mach 21, which is actually close to his consistent speed of Mach 20, and he's consistently been slower than things faster than Mach 20, like a rocket moving at Mach 23 and the Reaper moving at Mach 40. So it's Mach 20 versus Monokuma, who can tell Temuka Kusama saw bullets as if they were frozen air, and Komodo Naegi, who was able to dodge beam attack from the hacking gun, which shoots light, shoots electromagnetic energy in the form of light. There's like rays, not energy, in the form of light. Which, yeah, FTL stuff for Monokuma, Mach 20 for Core Sensei, Monokuma blitzes. Okay? Obviously has like, what, thousands of different versions of himself, and has several instant abilities, like, in his executions, he can just turn Core Sensei to butter, destroy his soul via salt, or to send him to space, which Core Sensei's actually stated is a weakness of his absolute defense form. So yeah, Monokuma would probably win. He also has the despair video, which could just call his Core Sensei to just kill himself. So yeah, winner would be Monokuma. We could include Core Sensei Quest, which again mountain level and FTL stuff, which could allow him to match up with Monokuma's several units and hacks, but Monokuma's overall wider arsenal and better hacks could actually allow him to win. Even so, when you use Core Sensei Quest for Core Sensei, then you have to use Danganronpa S for Monokuma, where we have tools like Instant Death, Black Hole, Healing Potions, stuff like that. Able to freeze Core Sensei. And so, yeah, Core Sensei would basically just be completely screwed because he gives Monokuma several ways to just instantly end the fight. While Core Sensei is stronger, is way stronger and is as fast as Monokuma, could definitely like destroy several Monokuma units, and even Big Bang Monokuma. But ultimately, Monokuma is just way too versatile, and with his several hacks, it would be really hard for Core Sensei to stand a chance, really. So yeah, winner, sadly, Monokuma. I like Monokuma, okay? But he does not win it, I don't like him more than Core Sensei. But he does win. So, winner would be Monokuma. So yeah, here's my top 10 in order. It is number 10, Leatherman vs. Reptile. Number 9, Chase vs. Billy. Number 8, Ash vs. Yugi. Number 7, Skeletor vs. Lord Zed. Number 6, Reptile vs. Mike. Number 5, Lloyd vs. Tommy. Number 4, Mysterio vs. Scarecrow. Number 3, Sean vs. Piranha Plant. Number 2, Dan vs. Junior. And number 1, my most wanted death battle of all time, matchup of all time, my favorite matchup of all time, even above my original matchups like Naruto vs. Reggie, is Monokuma vs. Core Sensei. Love these two. They're my favorite characters in fiction, and I would really like to see these two fight and interact. Literally like Bill vs. Discord, but minus reality warping. So, yeah. That is my top 10 most wanted death battle matchups. So yeah, peace guys, remember, keep on playing Bladers and save death battle, please!